Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to show you some cool tips and tricks that Huawei Honor 6s X can do. This is basically a mid-range device that has a lot more to offer, so let's check them out one by one. The first thing I want to show you guys is that suppose you are somewhere outside in the market and you immediately need to open the camera and take a snapshot. All you have to do is to double tap the volume down key. What it's gonna do is gonna open up the camera and take the snapshot for you. How you can do it? You can go into the settings. Now in the camera settings, somewhere down in the ultra short mode, when you go to the ultra short mode, you find the three options. The number one option is basically open the camera and take the quick snapshot. The second one is open the camera, and third one is off. So if you select the second option, open the camera, what it's gonna do when you double tap the volume down key, it's only gonna open up the camera but not gonna take the shot. So this was basically the first thing. Now the second option I want to show you guys is basically relating to the application lock. That is, it can save a lot of the time for a lot of people in finding a good application lock. But this time Huawei has given you a built-in application lock. All you have to do is just to go to the phone manager in fact, and here you will scroll to application lock. When you get to the application lock, it's gonna enlist all the applications so you can lock any of the application that you want. Now the third thing I want to show you guys is basically relating to the fingerprint ID scanner. It is not used for unlocking the phone only, but it has a lot of other functions as well. So let's check them out. You go into the settings. Under the settings, you go to the fingerprint ID scanner. Here you will find different options. So let's see how many fingerprints can we register in this one. It's prompting me to enter the pin code. Here I've entered it. Now as you can see, we can register up to 5 fingerprint scanners. So I've already entered two of them and I'm left with 3. So anyway, what else it can do, the other functions relate to, you can take the photos. For example, if I switch on this function and I just go to camera, and when I go to the camera, all I have to do is just to tap this fingerprint ID scanner. It's gonna take the picture for me. For example, like you said, okay, although the response time is a bit low, but yet it's acceptable. The other function that fingerprint ID scanner can do is that it can answer the call if you turn on this one, and it can also stop the alarm, and it can also stop the alarm if you turn on this function as well. Under the slide gestures, obviously there are the two functions. The first function is slide up and down, and the second function is from left to right. So what is it gonna do, that when you slide it from, if you turn on these functions, when you slide it up from down here, you're gonna see it's gonna scroll down the notification panel. And if you enable this option, browse the photos, and you open the photo and you slide from left to right, it's gonna browse the photos for you. The next thing I want to show you guys is basically when I drag from the right of the screen, I get the shortcuts icon, but when I drag from the left of the screen, I get the notifications. How you can do it is you just go to the notification panel and status bar, and under the notification there are drag actions. When you click on the drag actions, you find two options. One is the smart selection and the other one is determine the drag position. So you've got to select determine from the drag position. The next option inside notification panel and status bar is basically display the carrier name. The carrier name is basically, when I switch it on, I don't see the carrier name anymore on the left side of the screen. When I turn it on, it shows me the carrier name. The other options that show the notification icons. As you can see, I have a different notification items upside the screen, but when I just turn it off, I only get the 3 dotted lines. This is basically, some people don't like that notification and it looks beautiful to them. A clean skin looks beautiful to them, so it's basically for those people. So the next thing is display the network speed. When you're gonna switch it on, it's gonna show you the network speed upward somewhere here. Now the battery status. Now the battery status is basically everyone is familiar with, and now there are two options that you can see the battery percentage inside the battery or somewhere outside the battery. So all you have got to do is that you just click on the battery, and it's going to tell you the two options, next to the battery or in the battery icon. For example, if I select next to the battery icon, now it's showing me the percentage outside the battery icon. But when I go to the battery percentage and I say inside the battery icon, in the battery icon, so it's taken the percentage inside the battery icon. So the next thing I want to show you guys is basically the smart assistants in the settings. Go to the settings and go to the smart assistants. Let's see what you can do over here. Navigation bar. Under the navigation bar, you get the different navigation options. Like if you can see, I have this sort of a navigation bar over here with a back button on the left side, and this button is basically for scrolling down the notification panel. Now the next thing is basically the floating dock. But you turn it on like this, a button will appear on your screen like an iPhone, and you can perform different functions. This is basically a back button, this is basically a home button, this is for multitasking button, this is lock button, and this is memory cleaner button. So now the next thing is basically one hand UI. All you have to do, since this is a 5.5-inch screen and some people have a small hand and they like to use like in a mini screen, so all you have to do is just go to the one hand UI. Here you're gonna find the two things: mini screen view and shifting the keyboard. Obviously I've switched on both of them. Now when I swipe on the navigation bar on the left side, it's gonna squeeze the screen on the left side of the phone. Now when I touch it outside, it's gonna enlarge the screen back, and now when I gonna swipe on the navigation bar to the right side, it's gonna squeeze the screen on the right side of the phone. So this is what this function can do. The other function that I want to show you is basically go to the smart assistants and one hand UI. The other thing is shifting the keyboard. It will shift the keyboard for the dialer, in the dialer as well, and in the messaging as well. For example, when let's open up the dialer, and you can see you can move on the either side of the phone. So guys, in the end, let's find out whether this phone also supports the OTG or not. So let's just connect the OTG device to this, and here I have connected the OTG device, and you can see the light on the USB started blinking. So let's move. Yes, preparing USB storage and Kingston USB drive has been detected. So that means this one also supports a USB OTG. So you can go inside and you can see there are a lot of things, and you can access the folders from the USB device as well. So that's it guys, this was it for today. I will be covering a detailed camera review of this phone. So don't forget to subscribe and like my videos. Thank you for the watching. Take care. Peace out.